Hi guys, this is going to be the tutorial that's going to show you how to do this Lacy Ripple Stitch 2. And why I'm calling this a Lacy Ripple Stitch 2, because I already have something called Lacy Ripple Stitch. So this is going to be the second one. To do this stitch, you can use any size yarn and whatever hook size that yarn recommends. I'm using worsted weight yarn, which is 4-ply for the US, 10-ply for Australia, and I'm using a 5mm hook or a size H hook for the US. The multiples of this stitch is 20 plus 4, and what that means is that you're going to crochet loosely in sets of 20 until you reach your desired width, and once you have, you'll chain 4 more and you'll be ready to begin row 1. And as you can see, I did a set of 40 chains just like I did here, and you can see it doesn't lose so much width. And each set of 20 chains will be a down point, an up point, and a down point. So as you can see, this is 20 stitches, and then from this point to this point here is also 20 stitches. And you can see that you're not going to lose so much. And I guess the more you do, you're going to be adding about an inch. Just keep in mind that you're going to lose about an inch. Sorry. You're going to lose about an inch. So when you want your desired width, every 2 peaks, just know you're going to lose about an inch. So that could help you whenever you're doing your measuring. And you can see here, if you keep the chain down here, see, that's 40. Okay, so I got my multiples of 20. I have it the width that I want, so I'm going to go ahead and chain 4. And I'm ready to begin row 1. For row 1, you want to do a double crochet in the 5th chain from the hook. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this 5th chain, you'll put 1 double crochet. And then we're going to be doing a double crochet decrease using the next 2 chains. So go into the first chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, only pull through 2. Then again, yarn over, go into the very next chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through only 2 loops. You have 3 loops on your hook. You'll pull through all 3 of those loops. And that is your first double crochet decrease. Now you want to put 1 double crochet in the next 5 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then in the next chain, you want to put 2 double crochets worked in that same chain space. Then the next chain space, you want to put 3 double crochets worked into that one chain space. Then your very next chain, we're going to put 2 double crochets worked into that same chain, and that's going to create your top of your peak. Now for the next 5 stitches, you're going to be putting 1 double crochet in each of your next 5 chains. It's 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to start on our down peak. We're going to be doing double crochet decreases. So the first one, we're going to be using 2 chains. Again, yarn over, go into your first chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, only pull through 2 of those loops, yarn over, go into your second chain, pull up a loop, yarn over, only pull through 2 loops, then pull through all 3 loops. Now you're going to do that again, but this time you're going to use 3 chains. So go into the first chain, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, go into the next chain, then yarn over, pull through 2, and then again yarn over, go into the next chain, pull through 2. Now you'll have 4 loops on your hook. You'll pull through all 4 of those. And now again we're going to do 1 more decrease using only 2 of the chains. So yarn over, go into the first chain, pull through only 2 loops, do the same for the next, pull through all 3 loops. And as you can see, that's going to be the down part of the stitch. Now again, for the next 5 chains, you'll be putting 1 double crochet worked in the next 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again, we're going to be doing our top peak again. And if you haven't realized the pattern yet, it's working 2 double crochets in the first chain, 3 double crochets in the second, I should say in the next chain, and then 2 double crochets worked in the next. So it's always going to be sets of 2, 3, 2. Once you've done that, again you'll be working 5 double crochets in your next 5 chains. So 1 double crochet per chain. I think that's 4. Yeah, 4. That's my 5th one. Yes. Okay, and then the last, using your last 4 chains of your row, it's going to be decrease, decrease, using 2 chains per decrease. So again, you're going to go into that first chain, pull up a loop, pull through only 2, yarn over, go into the next chain, pull up a loop, only through 2, then you pull through 3. Then you'll do this for the next 2 chains as well. There we go. And that will end row 1. Okay, for row 2, you'll chain 1 and turn. Now you want to put 1 single crochet in each stitch. So put 1 single crochet worked in each stitch, and I just want to warn you, at the very end of your row, it's a double crochet, decrease, double crochet, decrease, just like you did for the end of your last row. But at the beginning of your row, it's a chain. So it can be confusing. You think that you may need to go into this chain, but it's not. It's actually part of the decrease. So here at the end should only be 2 stitches. But I made the mistake by going into the chain, and I ended up with an extra stitch. So just keep in mind that you don't go into the chain 3 at the end. So you stop here at this last decrease here and just leave the chain alone. Okay, I just got done with row 2. Remember, I didn't put anything in my chain 3 here. And the repeats, you're going to be repeating rows 2 through 4. So row 2, the one we just did, will be part of the repeat. So for row 3, you'll chain 3 and turn. Now where the chain 3 is, with a single crochet, you won't put anything there. The next one, you won't put anything there as well. So the 3rd single crochet over, you'll want to put a double crochet. Then you'll chain 1, skip 1, and then do a double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1, then do a double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1. I believe we need to do this one more time. Okay, skip 1. Okay, so we have a total of our 4. Counting this one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the next one will be, we're going to skip 1, we'll chain 1, skip 1 again, and then this next one here, we're going to work, sorry if I'm too low here, we're going to work 1 double crochet, chain 1, and then in the same stitch we're going to work another double crochet, chain 1, and then one more time we'll do a double crochet, chain 1. Then we're going to skip the next stitch, and then the following stitch we'll put a double crochet, chain 1. Then skip the next stitch and do a double crochet, chain 1. Skip the next stitch, double crochet, chain 1. And then we have our 3 double crochet, chain 1s in a row. Now we're going to be doing our bottom peak here. So we're going to skip one like we've been doing and double crochet in the next, but we're only going to be pulling through 2. It's going to be an incomplete. We're going to be doing a decrease. So you're only going to pull through 2, leaving 1 loop on your hook. You'll skip 1, yarn over, and in the next stitch here, again, you'll only pull through 2, skip the next one, and again in the following you'll put your incomplete double crochet. So now you have 4 loops on your hook. You'll pull through all 4 loops and chain 1. Now we're going to be skipping 1, double crochet, chain 1, skipping 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1. Once we've done that 3 times, then we're going to do our, we'll skip 1 and then we're on our peak again. So we'll do 1 double crochet, chain 1, and then in the same stitch again we'll do 1 double crochet, chain 1, then 1 more time, double crochet, chain 1. And now we're going to start working our way down. Again, skip 1 stitch, double crochet, and chain 1 in the next. Skip 1 stitch, double crochet, chain 1 in the next. Then skip another stitch, and then the following you'll do a double crochet, chain 1. And then that will bring us to the very end. So we're going to do an incomplete double crochet here, which means we're only going to be pulling through 2 of the loops, and then again yarn over, and now we're going to skip 1 stitch, and in the very last single crochet you'll do your other incomplete. 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3 loops, and that will end row 3. Okay, that was the end of row 3, and I told you wrong. The repeat rows are going to be rows 2 through 5. So that was our second row of our repeats. So this will be row 4, which will be our 3rd row of repeats, and you will chain 1 and turn. You want a single crochet in the very first stitch of the row, and then in all stitches down your row, which means in the chain 1 spaces and each stitch. So in the chain 1 spaces and in each stitch, put 1 single crochet, and remember at the end of your row, do not put a single crochet here. Your last stitch will be a single crochet worked in this space. Okay, I'm coming to the end of row 4 here. Oh, I guess you won't be working it in the space. You're going to be working it in the top of the double crochet, and then that will be the end. Right? Hopefully. That's what it looks like. Yeah, just wanted to make sure. Okay, so for row 5, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and this will be the last row of your repeats. So you're going to put a double crochet, not in the very first single crochet where our chain's coming from, but our very next single crochet, you'll be putting a double crochet there. Then you're going to be doing a double crochet decrease, so yarn over, go in the very next single crochet, pull up a loop, only pull through 2, then repeat that for your next stitch as well. 3 loops on your hook, pull through all 3. Now again, we're going to be putting 1 double crochet in the next 5 single crochets. So it's 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to be doing an increase for our next 3 stitches, and we're going to do the same as we did before. 2 double crochets in 1 stitch, 3 double crochets in the next, and 2 double crochets in the next stitch. So you can remember that's 2, 3, 2. Two and 3. And the next one will be 2. Then once you've got that done, again, again you'll be working 1 double crochet in the next 5 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we just did our up peak, so now we're going to be doing our low peak, which will be, it'll be a decrease using 2 stitches, a decrease using 3 stitches, and then a decrease using 2 stitches. Again, we're doing the 2, 3, 2. So go ahead and do your double crochet decrease using 2, then do your double decrease using 3 stitches, pull through 4 loops, and then one more decrease here using 2 stitches, and you're done with the low peak. Now again, you'll be working 1 double crochet in the next 5 stitches, 3, 4, and 5, which brings us back up to the peak, where we'll be doing 2 double crochets worked in the same stitch, then 3 double crochets worked in the next stitch, and then 2 double crochets worked in the following stitch. And then again, you'll be working 5 double crochets in your next 5 stitches. So keep going down your row doing that, and I'll show you how to end row 5. Okay, came to the end of row 5. I just did my 5 double crochets in a row, which leaves me 4 double crochets at the end. And again, those last 4 stitches will be worked as 2 double crochet decreases. So there's 1 using 2 chains, 2 stitches, and then this one will also be using 2 stitches. And then that will end row 5. And now it's just going to be a repeat going back to row 2, which is when we put 1 single crochet in all of your stitches. So you're going to chain 1 turn, single crochet in the first stitch, and single crochet in all of your stitches except the very last chain. And then after that, you're going to start working your lacy row. So go ahead, back up the video to row 2, and I'll take you through it again. So that's it, guys. Thank you so very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to like, share, and comment down below. It helps me out so much. Also, if you want to go to my main YouTube page and click that little bell button beside my subscribe button, you'll always be notified whenever I release a new tutorial. Also, if you're wanting to know what I do with my hook here, what kind of hook this is a wooden furls hook. You can find the link down below this video, and if you order one, I recommend you order one with an extended hook. If not, you're only going to get half the size. Also, I have a Facebook group called Crochet for the Masses, where you can share your crochet projects, ask questions, share links to free patterns. It's a really good resource for crocheters. I hope I see you there. You can find that link down below this video as well. So that's it, guys. Thank you so very much for watching.